Good Friday morning, and welcome to Ice HTV. What are the noisy ones doing today? There's Prince. He's a loudmouth. Here is our Diesel boy, still recovering. As you can see, he's not the athletic boy he was because he's still recovering from that run over injury. Hey, good Friday morning there. Just thought I'd reach out. Nothing big today. Not a big conversation. Just kind of keeping the channel going. And yeah, don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. Come here, Rebel. Rebel's trying to get Diesel all wound up, and that's just not going to work because he is not in condition to do that. But anything, I'm just posting a video this morning just so you can see more activity with Diesel going from my camper to the house, and just to see what I see on his recovery, which I don't know, we all are impatient, and we all want to see things always just get fixed so quickly. But for the Diesel boy, the good news is he's moving, and he's still a little groggy. I don't know. I didn't give any more pills. Last time I gave him pills yesterday was, I'm trying to remember, I think it was like 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, I think, something like that. So I'm just trying to kind of wean him off that stuff. Come on. Hey, Prince is the loudest one here. He always just likes to bark and bark and bark. So come on, pups. Let's get on over here. So once again, just reach out and say hey as I hack and cough away with my nasty ass whatever I got here. It's just never ending, isn't it, everybody? It's just never ending in life. Whether you're sick, your friend, your spouse, your kid. No, don't do that. There's Gypsy. There's Gypsy wanting to. Don't do that, Gypsy. Wanting to beat up Diesel. One thing I'm really happy I did do, though, is convert my food bin into a big ass garbage can. Come on, Prince! Prince did this yesterday. Prince! He didn't come in the barn. Prince! And he just ignores you. Yeah. Come on, get in here. Let's go. Come on. All right, everybody. So, one nice thing that I did is getting this big garbage can. That's a huge difference on having to bend over and get the dog food out. And I'm switching out to a different brand, which some will say is a mistake. And for me, I'm just experimenting what makes sense and hopefully save some money. And at the end of the day, I don't know. We'll just have to see how it kind of goes. I don't disagree that there's definitely better brand food out there, but at the same time, Purina usually has a pretty good brand product, and I looked at a lot of reviews. Majority of reviews was people like the product. There were a few people out there that think it's junk food, but part of me says, well, I'll just kind of mix it then. Have a little bit of each. All right, come on, boys. Get up here. And see, there's Prince. So Prince hasn't come. Come on, Ginger. Come on, Ginger. Don't play the game. Ginger. So Ginger wants to be the boss. Ginger, go upstairs for now. Come on, go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs right now. Come here. Where's the other dog? Scout. I don't even know. Where's Scout? I don't even see the Scout dog here. So you have to warn. This Mustang will go down in the history books of me buying cars, of never driving it. It's beyond unbelievable. It truly will go down in the history books of a car I really never drive. And the problem is for me, now that I have these dogs, I'm a truck guy. I'm just a total truck guy. And the birds, there's definitely a big bird that's come in my barn, but not radical. But you can see, and every day I do have the bird routine on the car, but it's not radical like it was last year. Hard to believe last year, a year ago, I was having a smoker in the barn, and the smoker, if you remember those videos, I was about burn my house down. Just go a year ago, look at my channel. Yeah, this stuff's just nasty. This stuff too, it's, if you get this bird crap on you, you can get sick. This is nasty ass stuff. And it's just like you put your hand down the toilet and pulling crap out of the toilet. So you got to be very careful on how you handle this bird crap. Birds. I mean, birds. Birds are such a nuisance in so many ways. I know there's birds fans out there, but oh my God. All they are is a freaking nuisance. They just shit on everything. So no Scout, no Prince, which to me, I don't care. No concern. It's like, whatever. They ain't going nowhere. So if you want to come in later, you can come in later. Get my hands with the hand sanitizer. And as I say, just reach out and say, hey, the morning conversations, my daughter last night was saying, your morning conversations kind of labeled your channel. Like, so many ways, you're probably better off just giving up the morning conversations because it so labels your political views and ideas. And in so many ways, it pisses people off. This just drives me nuts. So now, and I can't remember where I just put my barn opener. I can't remember. Which this is just, oh, here it is, way over here. Yeah, so she's like, yeah, your channel probably would be more popular if you just would have stayed to the antics and the cars. Come on, Prince. And I don't disagree about that because I know there's many people. I'm like, Prince. So Prince wants to hang out with Julia. Come on, Joe. So, but she's not outside. But right, so in so many ways, I don't disagree with my daughter on how that's so true. That me voicing my ideas and views and thoughts of what's going on in our world and our country, how that impacts how people think about you and look at you. And at the end of the day, it's a waste of time. You and I are going to do nothing. We're going to do nothing to advance your ideology, your views. You don't have the money. You don't have the time. You argue just to argue for what? For what? The division of people I know that have been turned off because they're a Democrat versus a Republican. And the hate machine totally fuels all that crap. And then it just divides us. And so part of me is like, why do I want to keep the hate machine going? Why do I want to keep the narrative of just rehashing what's going on in the country, which nothing, for all my conversations that I told everybody, sincerely, for all the time and effort I put in my channel, these morning conversations, for all the knowledge I gave you of electric cars, the political stuff, the state of time, so the list goes on and on and on and on. And, for the end of it, it did nothing. It did zero. It really did. It did nothing for my channel to explode. So that's why I'm just stepping back on my channel and saying these long morning conversations are just a waste of time. Even though I enjoy getting up in the morning and kind of talking about ideas and thoughts of what's going on around us today, that is enjoyable. But the point is, it's a lot of time, a lot of energy for me to try to dig up for you to listen to content that at the end of the day, it doesn't make the channel that much better. It doesn't change the environment around us. You actually think that people listen to my channel and have changed their views and ideas of who they are? You really think a Democrat person that watched my channel is now more a conservative viewed mind? Do you really think a person that hates electric cars now likes electric cars because of my channel? Do you really think people that hate ICE cars that are more green agenda now really like my channel? So, the point is, there's nothing that really comes from the conversion or changing over people that are out there searching knowledge and information that go to all these social media channels. And it just cracks me up how many people just read from a textbook. They're just reading information and then rehashing it. And they get all this attention about how they're so smart and they're so brilliant when they're just rehashing the information they've read and blah, 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 blah. And then you get the guy like Dan Bongino who just loves to mouth off, yell, scream. But now he's in a position of authority. What does he do? Pete Hegseth on Fox News. That guy ran his mouth all the time about, Joe Biden, the Democratic Party, blah, 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 blah. And then you put these guys in political positions, in authority positions in the government, and what do they accomplish? I'd love to see Sean Hannity run his mouth. I can't stand Sean Hannity. I can't stand that guy. That guy is a textbook journalist All he does is read from script and then thinks, that guy makes so much freaking money and he runs his mouth and nothing comes from it at the end of the day most of the time. And so the point is, I would just love to see Sean Hannity be removed from his position and then go work in the government or get an agency job, such as all these other individuals that are well-known media journalists, and let's see what they pull off. Let's see just how smart they are and how much power they have to change things that are around us. So once again, that's just kind of why I'm really stepping back from morning conversations. It's just a lot of rambling on, and what does it do? And so now, with me not buying cars and motorcycles, all that stuff is over. It's much more challenging to get up one morning and say, hey, here's my brand new motorcycle I just bought, my brand new MV Augusta. Look at this motorcycle here, blah, 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 blah. And then people say, well, drive to a car dealership, motorcycle dealership. And no, I'm not going to do it. Every other brother does that crap. You know how many people out there that actually really have very good YouTube channels that never buy cars? They just go to the car dealership. They know somebody. They get to go and drive the latest, greatest thing. And they get through a very thorough, in-depth review of this car, motorcycle, whatever it may be. And they have huge channels because they have the following of people believe in them on what they recommend and don't recommend and blah, 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 blah. So that's kind of where it is on this morning conversations. Well, I still get up and probably just say, hey, good morning. How's everybody going? Maybe something radical happens. I mean, right now, I'm not watching news. I mean, why do you want to watch news? It changes every day. What's the end result of yesterday's news? I mean, so what's the end result of yesterday's news? What did you learn yesterday that makes you think today is a better day or worse day? And it's always the gloom and doom, and it's always blame the other party, and it's always blame the other person, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So for what? At the end of the day, what comes from it? Yeah, it's just people making money off of riding off people watching their content that just makes their brain that much more mush. And the more they drink the Fool Aid instead of Kool-Aid, it's the Fool Aid. So that's it. I got to go to work. It's a beautiful day, and we've got a blessing here with Diesel continue to mend to get better, which that's a blessing in itself. And how long does it take for him to be back? Does it take a few weeks, a month? I have no idea. It's taking time. And I think I have to go to Florida and spend a little time down there. So that's a whole other thing. I may go to Florida here in the next week or so. Just be me, because my daughter has to stay back and take care of all the pups, the business. And so I may go down there for a little while to spend time with my father and family down there and try to help things out down there. So I'm going to see if I can make that work. How does that work? But for me, hey, what I noticed in older, man, it's a long drive. And man, I don't know. I just don't know I think I may just drive halfway down and stay in a hotel. I don't know. I get mixed feelings in that because I just notice as I get older, man, it's just so easy to fall behind the wheel. Fall asleep behind the wheel of a car. I mean, when I work out of my vehicles these days, more than ever, I notice it's like, man, I just am behind the wheel. It's like, man, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, good Lord, man, wake up, whatever it is. So I don't know. Got mixed feelings on that. I usually just drive straight through, but it's such a long drive. And some people are like, well, just fly down, which I could, but I may bring some things back. I got things down there. This is my father's house that I need to bring back. So that's a whole other thing. But the whole point is, I may have a trip, but it's going to be a whole different ball game because I'll be staying at my brother's house, which that's a whole different ball game because my father's house isn't set up now for me to stay there. So that could be a little venture for my channel, but who knows? But anyways, that's it, everybody. I can talk a lot, so I'm just going to shut the hell up. Hope everybody has a blessed day. And once again, thanks for watching my channel and appreciate the support. And God bless.